What's happening, everybody? My name is Michael Burgess and we are known as Young Hunger. We want to show young, successful entrepreneurs who are doing really great things and how you can do them too. I'm here today outside Atlas Now Custom Cuts and Banter Lounge to catch up with a hugely successful, hugely popular both hairdresser and businessman, Mr Cathal Harte. This young man has over 10,000 followers across all platforms, having been only open for 2 years and is only 28 years of age. So without further ado, let's go speak to the man himself. So, I just want to start off by saying a big thank you to the man himself, Mr Cathal Harte. The main man of Atlas Now, Custom Cuts and Banter Lounge.
Oh, I know the one and only.
2 years you're going now?
No.
In this shop?
I'm in this shop 4 years. Atlas Now is a brand that's 2 years. It's coming in a 50-year business.
So you're probably wondering why we're doing this, but the reason we're doing this is pretty much to show the young people of Northern Ireland that you can become hugely successful in anything that you do and how you've done it. And for everyone at home, how you, Cathal Harte, have built this empire.
Out of Atlas Now. Where did I started a long time ago now. I've been doing hairdressing 12 years. I was a hairdresser first. Went to tech. Messed about like everyone else does, done nothing, skipped class, got carriage, done the whole heap.
Yeah.
And then 1 minute, just realised I needed to have a career, to have a good job, and then I fell in with Peter Mark, and then from there on out, it's just pretty much.
Did you always know hairdressing was the...
Nah, I used to be a plasterer. I actually used to be a cleaner first. My first job was a cleaner, and then I was a plasterer while still being a cleaner. In a meat factory as well at one stage. I used to have met all the jobs I used to have. Then I worked in Super Value, then I worked in Tesco's, then I worked everywhere. And then my first hairdressing job was in my granny's hairdressers on a Saturday, washing granny's hair and topping SH1T.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah.
Just got bit by the bug then. And
that's you?
Yeah, and then when I done 8 years of just women's hair, I realised I'm getting grey very quick here. Yeah. So I quit the women's, moved to the men's in because it's more banter.
Yeah. No, I just want to say.
Describe
me.
What do you mean?
I'm interviewing you. You can't interview me. No, I want to start off saying. Describe to me what a typical day looks like in the life of Cathal Harte.
Well, it's in here. A standard day in my life would be in here. Alarms normally set 3 alarms. Normally 1 hour before start, 15 minutes before start, and then 45 minutes before start, so then I have 45 minutes to get my stuff in line to come to work. Normally I start in here between 5 and 6 AM and then finish between 7 and 9 PM.
Long days?
5 days a week.
5 days a week.
That's easy. No lunch, no breaks, no nothing. Just a steam train. Thomas the Tank Engine, here you come. You're not meant to be swearing now.
We'll leave that out, don't worry about it. So, what gets you up in the morning? What sort of...
3 alarms.
no, like what drives you?
My family, I've got 2 young kids, so that's everything I do.
That's what keeps you going then? That's
pretty much it.
Cool.
I love this. This is my passion, but at the same hand, I've got a beautiful family at home, so that's my drive. Yeah. This is my passion, that's my drive.
We got
2 daughters, 1 10, 1 3.
How would you describe the environment of the shop?
It's really, really good fun. So there's never a dull day in here and it's just really good banter. I love it.
Do you ever get bored of coming to work?
Absolutely not.
What's Kyle like as a boss?
He's a really fun boss. He's a very random boss, but he's more of like a friend. So I guess that's probably a good and a bad thing. I don't know if that was good.
Brilliant. Have you got any goals?
Oh, goals, yes,
Goals.
definitely.
Have you got goals long term, short term?
Long term, short term, we're going to open a second salon. It's not going to be anything to do with ASOS now. It's going to be under a whole new brand, a whole new scheme, a whole new location.
Yeah.
And then I hope to open a bigger salon again in Lisbon with a lot more stuff that I can't really say yet.
This is why we wanted to speak to you, because you don't just do hairdressing and you don't just do 9 to 5.
Yeah.
You do so much more. Is it the piercings and all?
So we've got, in total now, we've got the piercings, we've got tattoos, we've got beauty, we've got a vending machine, we've got products, we've just so many smaller businesses. ASOS now is nearly the brand. It's nearly like, I want ASOS now to be a shopping centre, to be honest. I want to have 50 shops and have it all, to be honest, and have exactly every shop you can think of that's good. I want to have it in one. You know, all the fun things. You know what I mean? Go for the best coffee, go for the best tattoos, go for the best whatever it is. Just all come as one as a professional group.
Yes, so that's what we like to see. Yeah, you're like not feared to put your hand.
No, I don't. Look, it is what it is. I mean, the only way you're going to find out a success is failure. So I mean, I've failed a lot of times now. To be honest, before I got here, I mean, this isn't my first name of this business. I mean, and this location. Same man, it's not my first salon I've owned either, but it's same man, it's my first salon I've owned solely by myself, and I would never ever sell a share of a business before anyone else.
Do you feel often?
Not so much now as in like failure. Trial and error, like for talk's sake, we used to have sunbed, tuck it out, put the kids' room in, it's doing amazing, so it's like kids' room does better than sunbed, so then obviously sunbed went, vending machine comes, it's like, I wouldn't say it's failure, it's kind of learning your own, like, it's like anything, I want to be a barber and I want to be the best barber as well. Yeah. The same man, I want to be a businessman too, you mean, I want to...
That's what we like,
you mean, see that, I mean, as much as I'm passionate about my job, I know my job is still a grueling, hard job where I still want to have maybe 2 or 3 or 4 or 10 businesses on the side that are just slowly just growing as well.
Yes, because you're... put your hand in so many different areas. You're not just hairdressing, so we want to sort of, you know, like the piercings and all, and the tattoos.
It's just networking, to be honest. Like the piercing guy, Bestie, real good friend of mine. Like I met Bestie when I was 18. Like, he's only working with me now 10 years later. So when I was 18, I didn't have a salon. I mean, I was hairdressing maybe 2 years or 3 years at most. Yeah. Like, do you mean just networking? I mean, I always kind of treat everyone equal on the way up because you never know who you're going to need them on the way down. So anyone I've ever dealt with through my life always hopefully has a positive opinion from it. Now everyone won't like you. Everyone knows that.
Yes. No,
we don't care.
How do you handle criticism, or how do you handle, like, do you get much hate? You're big. I had a look at your different platforms. So you've over 10,000 different followers from all your platforms. Do you get much hate or not really?
That's not like hate. Like at the very start, when people found out about the name before the sign was above the door, so much hate, much hate. But it was amazing. I love that. I thrive off that. Because all you're doing is that person who's slamming about you is putting a post on their Facebook. People that you don't even know.
Free advertising.
All of a sudden, they know you. Do you mean? So people are saying, look, because what happened was that people were like, who in their right mind would call a barbershop ASOS now? Who would do this? Who would do all this? Yes. Then the more I kind of thought about it, I went, this definitely has to happen. I mean, this is a cert.
I think Kill FM was talking about you.
Like that day. So what happened was, it was like a Monday or something. We put the sign up Monday night, and a wee girl was driving past on the bus going home to Lurgan, and she put up a picture, and it was like only in Lurgan. And then as soon as that went there, it just went massive. Then Cool FM were on the phone, then Barry the Blender was ripping me out. Like everyone either loved it or hated it. But at the same hand, if you hated it worked. Yes. Tiesto said it, Ed Sheeran said it.
They're all talking about it.
I would like to think that we're in the top 10 barbers in Ireland, but I have a lot of friends in barbers, so I'm not going to say that I'm better than anyone, because everyone has a different day. You're only as good as your last haircut. I mean, everyone has a bad day, but we are probably the best. But I'm not going to say that really loud. But I'm just saying, like, you mean, it's like anything. See, if you go to work and you enjoy your job and you do it the best of your ability, there's nothing more you can really do there. I mean, if you're coming home with a nice wage, you're coming home with a nice wage. I mean, if people like you and you're getting on with it and you're doing stuff like this, life's going right. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're definitely doing something right.
There's no point in kicking sand in other people's faces just to have an invisible crown around your head. I mean, I do a minimum of about 55 a week. Yeah, 12 hours minimum working every day. If it's not 12 hours, I don't do it. There's no point.
No.
What's the point? What's my going on?
See, that's what we like. If you did a 9 to 5, we wouldn't be
what would
talking.
you do?
No, we wouldn't be talking to you because you do extra a bit more.
Oh, it's madness. I want to do more and more. Like,
Yeah.
I want to, like, if I could physically, like, go to bed, switch off for 4 hours every night. If I had, like, my body clock to a T where I could sleep for 4 hours, that's all I would need. 4 hours is, like, nah, it's not the greatest thing to be doing. Like, Christmas week you do it, like, the Christmas I done, like, last Christmas I done 36 hours in the trot. I mean, that's my personal best. It was, personally, it was rough. I will say it was tight. I done 24 hours and then took an hour break. And then seeing that hour break, it was like my body just was like, whoa mate, you need to like stop here. Yeah. So I took a decent, I took about an hour and a half break, moved the client around and then just came back out with a big 3 Red Bull and a fat burner and then like, here we go, last 12 hours Christmas.
Down to our last 2 questions here. You'll be glad to know. But just one thing I want to shoot you with here is, do you see yourself as successful, or do you think you'll be like is being successful an end goal, or do you think you're there, or one way?
I think success is measured in so many different ways. I do see myself successful, more like in the way of friends. I have a lot of real close, honest friends. A lot of people in business have helped me with a lot of different things. Like, a lot of people do a lot of stuff for me, to be honest, in the background. Like, that's us now, is just not me. You know what I mean? Yeah. When this place was what it was previous, like, all the boys in here chipped in, we took walls down, we ripped tiles up, you know what I mean? We all had joint ideas, you know what I mean? That's us now isn't about me, that's us now is about, you want people to come in here and walk out the door and be able to walk out the door and go, hey, happy days, here we go, that's me now.
No, definitely, we definitely look forward to it.
Oh, you should never speak to him. Yeah, I actually read the text you last night. You were in 2020's top 5 clients of the year. Yeah. You were 4th.
Where was that?
You put on your Instagram.
Just down to our last one, I want to finish off saying, have you had any advice to give for any young men and women out there trying to make it big? Maybe not in hairdressing, but like,
go for it. Just go for it.
Yeah. In anything.
Anything. Go for it. I mean, like, it's like anything, it comes to a certain point, if you're going to invest money in anything, you need to do your research. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean, it is, but like, if you're going to go do training, like, if you want to go to the gym and lose weight, go for it. You know what I mean, if you want to go for a walk, go for it. You know what I mean, if you want to be a millionaire, go for it. I mean, the only person stopping you is you. Yeah. Do you know what I mean, you're your own roadblock at the end of the day, so I wouldn't say that it's going to hold anyone back. Don't get me wrong, everyone has hurdles. It's the same, man. It's when you get that hurdle, what are you going to do? You're going to go, maybe it's not for me. Do you know what I mean? But the same, man, like when I was doing my hairdressing degree, there was one, what was it? I think it was upstyling or something. I had big hands. Like, they're wanting me to do like pin curls and like the works. So that's fine. I don't mind. I'll give it a go. Like, the first time I've done it failed. And like, you fail twice on any course, that you're out. Like, you don't continuously redo it till you pass it. Yeah. So like, the next one, that was like probably the biggest thing I've ever felt pressure on. I was like, everything I've worked for could be gone here if I don't actually put this girl's hair up. Yes. And then done it, passed it after that, it was perfect. I mean, it was just nerves at the end of the day. But like, I had worked my whole head up, I had lost my career, I had done everything before I'd even walked in that day and even done the upstyle. Yeah. So by the end of the day, I went from how long I'd lost my job to, oh, now I'm advancing to the next stage of my job. You know what I mean? It was just, you know what I mean? So it just goes to show you, I mean, you can beat yourself up a lot before you even do anything, and I think we are all our own worst enemies sometimes, you know what I mean? Yeah. I know with myself with here, I mean, if you listen to everyone, what they're going to say, they're going to tell you no, you know what I mean? Yeah, some people don't want you doing what they want to do, you know what I mean? And maybe you're at different stages in their life than they are, so it's pros and cons of life. I mean, you're going to lose people, you're going to lose loved ones, you're going to make loved ones, you're going to make friends, you're going to lose friends. It's business, it's hard, it's horrible, but it's fun. That's
have a say. For him not knowing the questions, that's very good. That's very good. Shut. I want to say, hold on. I want to say a big thank you to everyone involved. So that goes to Ross on the camera, Sam and Johnny and the main man himself for taking the time out of his busy day to actually stop and talking to us. Sweet. Don't want to hold you back too much, but there you go. Sweet. Thanks for everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys. I saw Snag. Get her back.